Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Mike. Great win for the Red Sox on a Wednesday night. One thing that I take away from it was how Alex Cora managed that game. Pulled out all the stops, managed that like an elimination game. I can tell you this from my years of experience, not many managers would take out a guy like he did, taking out Raffaello, who's one of your guys. But looking at the situation now, I think managers in a playoff game, and that's how they played this, you really needed that win. I think some do that, but that's a tough call. Now Raphael is young, but Sogard's even younger. In a big pressure situation, it was good that you had Nate Eaton running at second base to start the inning, and then Narvaez putting down that bunt. But you needed that win. You got it. I know that Justin Wilson allowed 3 inherited runners to score, but overall, your bullpen was pretty good. And you put the priority guys in even earlier with Slayton went in an inning and a third with a strikeout. Matz 2/3 with a strikeout. Whitlock, man, oh man. You've got a pretty nice duo of Chapman and Whitlock at the back. That's why the Red Sox in the playoffs with those two guys on the back, and then your first two guys, Chapman and, Crochet and Bayo. That's why the Red Sox are scary as a playoff team, because they lead Major League Baseball in bullpen ERA, and the games are just different once you get to postseason. You can play a game like you did last night, and that's what they'll do. They'll do that. If a starter has an issue and you have all those arms, the reason Kelly and Murphy pitch is because you go into extra innings, and that was big boy games for those two. Kelly got out of traffic. Murphy got that last strikeout to get his third win. That was a really good win for the Red Sox, which they needed, because Cleveland won again. We were worried about Texas. That's pretty far away. The Rangers lose again. They've lost 4 in a row. Cleveland has won 6. They've won back-to-back games against Detroit. They're going to face Skubal today. But who would have thought not too long ago Texas was the team we were freaking out about? They are now 4.5 back of Seattle and Boston. So to me, they're done. Cleveland is 2.5 out, but they have lost the season series to Boston and Seattle. So they're really 3.5 back, because they have to finish a game ahead of you. Over in the National League, the Mets, you talk about the Red Sox sliding here a little bit. The Mets spent a crap load of money. They've underperformed. They had to put Senga in AAA. They lost again. Arizona is only a game and a half out. Cincy and the Giants are still knocking on the door. The Mets this weekend play the Nationals, which they should win that series. Should. Chicago, the Cubs clinched a playoff spot. Cubs, Milwaukee, Philly have all clinched. Philly clinching their division. Nothing solved yet in the American League. Toronto looks like they're going to have the top spot overall. They're 89 and 63. Then it's Detroit. Then Houston, because Seattle had their win streak end. So the top 3 in the American League, the Yankees, Boston, and Seattle, which means, and I like this as a fan interest, Seattle would go to Houston, Boston would go to New York. Obviously, the Red Sox, you'd want the home field, but I just want them to get in at this point. You have 2 wins more than you did all of last year. You have Bayo on the bump today. The games get bigger. Every day you win, there's more relief. When you feel a lot better getting on that plane tonight, if you're a Red Sox player, Cleveland plays at the same time. They lose, you win. And with 9 left, you get a 4.5 game lead over them. Seattle plays at Kansas City. But a win, even if the other teams win, you've got 3.5 game lead with 9 to go. You just keep winning. It just solves it all. Bayo on the bump this afternoon. We'll talk about it on Friday morning. I hope you enjoy these 5-minute updates. Make sure to follow my podcast at Red Sox Now on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel as we inch closer to 5,000 subscribers here on my personal YouTube page. I couldn't thank you enough. Have a great Thursday, everybody. Enjoy Thursday Night Football. I'll be with the Woo Sox tonight on radio. And as always, go Sox.